Nothing. Outside of town, 3 hunters are going down the bog when they're surprised to find a parachute stuck in some trees. When they pull the end out of the water, they yell as they discover the body of an army pilot. Soon the police come to check it out, and Russell remembers hearing a rumor of a plane crashing in the bog, which at the time sounded like a big lie because that's too big to go unnoticed. David and Russell decide to take a boat to the bog and are shocked to discover there's a plane underwater. In the sky, some sort of drone camera zooms in on the town with the words "Initiate Containment Protocol." With a theory in mind, David researches where the town's water supply comes from and confirms it's from that bog, and the first house it reaches its roaries. An army plane crashing into a river without coverage from the news is very suspicious, so David thinks the plane is contaminating the water and making people sick. He and Russell visit the mayor to ask him to shut down the water supply, but the mayor refuses because shutting the water down will kill the crops and bankrupt their whole town. Worried about the safety of his loved ones, David decides to ignore direct orders and goes to shut the water supply down himself, even removing the valve so nobody can turn it back on. When they return to the station, they're disturbed to find Bill bleeding on the floor of his cell. They wonder if he's dead, but when they come closer, Bill wakes up and tries to attack them while looking a bit zombie-like. David realizes Bill should have already been picked up by now, but when he tries to contact his higher-ups, he discovers the phone lines aren't working and there's no internet. Then David goes outside only to find that the town is completely deserted except for a woman passing by on a child's bicycle. At that moment a mysterious black car takes pictures of him, but when David tries to approach it, the car quickly drives away. Next David goes to the morgue, and when he checks the first body he finds, he discovers it has stitched mouth and eyes. A noise coming from another table indicates that body is still alive, and when David checks on him, he finds the face also stitched. David tries to cut out the thread and the man gives him a warning right before the medical examiner hits David from behind. It seems this guy is infected too, and a fight ensues as he tries to kill David with a bone cutter, hurting him on the shoulder. David pulls at the cable to make the cutter hurt the examiner instead, eventually killing him. However, the cutter begins bouncing on the floor and coming after David, but he's saved just in time.